she was drinking, smoking, and doing whatever else.
People kept recording her.
There's videos of this. There's videos of
Turned
this.
up big Henny bottles.
Right.
Wack is out here wildin'. He's claiming he's got medical reports saying Chrisean basically poisoned her baby while she was pregnant. That's the level we're on today. Wack is out here saying these reports show Chrisean's baby tested positive at birth for opioids, coke, alcohol, the whole cocktail. He's claiming the baby's dealing with fetal alcohol syndrome, withdrawal symptoms, seizure issues, and vision problems caused by brain damage. Now, there's no official confirmation by a hospital or someone else, but even without receipts, the story went viral before anyone could breathe. Even several outlets looked into this and said they couldn't verify anything. No confirmed leaks, no confirmed diagnosis, no medical record number, no date, no chain of custody, nothing you'd need to prove it's real. And Chrisean has denied all of it. She says her baby's fine, the internet's projecting, and people are trying to weaponize her mistakes from the past. But Wack kept the pressure on, and y'all know how Wack moves. He talks like he's plugged into every room at once, so the public ran with it. Now here's where the whole thing gets even messier. Wack didn't stop at the alleged drug exposure. He started bringing up stuff like the baby supposedly bleeding from his private parts, missing surgeries, and not getting the treatment he needs. He kept pushing the idea that CPS should have stepped in by now. But again, none of that has ever been confirmed by any official agency. It's all allegations floating around the timeline. So basically, we've got two totally different narratives running at the same time. One side is Wack claiming this baby is fighting serious issues that nobody's addressing. The other side is Chrisean saying people are doing too much and trying to tear down everything she's built. And with Blueface in the middle doing whatever Blueface does, the whole thing has turned into a circus. Now here's what's keeping this story alive: the timing. Every time Chrisean posts a video where she looks overwhelmed or confused, people say, see, she's not taking care of him. Every time she shows a clip of the baby, somebody zooms in like they're a doctor. Then Wack pops back up acting like he's confirming it. The drama feeds itself. But let's be real. If these documents were actually real, if the baby had all these conditions, we would have seen some kind of official movement. Doctors don't keep quiet about medical emergencies. CPS doesn't ignore reports of serious neglect. Hospitals don't lose records. And no government agency is taking medical advice from someone on Clubhouse. So now you gotta ask yourself, is Wack blowing the whistle on something real, or is he stirring up a narrative that sticks because it hits where Chrisean is the weakest her past? Because honestly, if those reports are fake, that's a nasty play. It turns a whole infant into a storyline. It paints a mother as a villain based on screenshots nobody can prove came from anywhere legit. It's messy even by hip-hop drama standards. But if Wack is telling the truth, then the situation behind closed doors is way darker than anybody realized, and the people around that child need to step up ASAP. So now the question the whole internet keeps asking is this: who's lying? Is Wack exposing something serious, or did he just throw out the most dangerous rumor Chrisean's ever faced? Drop your thoughts, because this one is far from done.
I'm officially letting Hazel go from the roster. Hazel E, you are too old to be acting this young. We're done.
Right after Blueface went online and said Hazel E was too old for him, the internet instantly flipped. But Hazel wasn't just clapping back. She broke down in a way nobody expected.
I don't understand why the f you think you can be done with me, done with you. You over here being disrespectful as kissing trailer park trash all in the lips, taking it, eating, sucking crab legs together. I'm too old. You're a convicted felon. Let's start there. I went below.
Now, right when folks were still trying to figure out if Hazel and Blueface were even a real couple or just testing the algorithm, Blueface hopped online and basically tossed her off the roster like she was some expired snack. As just heard the dude, he said he was done because Hazel was too old to be acting this young, and the way he said it was cold enough to frost over the whole timeline. But here's where things start twisting. Before this breakup announcement even had a chance to settle, Hazel came back shaking. She wasn't doing her usual polished clapback energy. She was speaking like somebody who felt publicly humiliated by a dude she thought was riding with her, and so she dropped the first bomb. She said Blueface was lying about everything, and that she had actually been helping him behind the scenes, helping him with legal issues, helping him stay grounded and getting his head straight. Basically, she painted a picture of someone who wasn't using her for clout. He was using her for support. Now this is where the breakdown really hit. Hazel said she went below to even mess with him, and that line had people pausing, because it didn't sound like shade. It sounded like someone someone suddenly realizing she lowered her standards for a man who didn't even try to protect her dignity. And so the story gets heavier. Hazel started talking about how she just helped him with his probation situation days before all this. She said she showed up for him at a time where his life was shaky, and instead of returning that loyalty, he basically tossed her away online like she was disposable. To give you some context, Hazel's been around reality TV and hip-hop spaces for years. She's dealt with shady edits, messy castmates, and drama on camera. But even with all that, she never looked as emotionally rattled as she did talking about Blueface. Now here's the wild part. She said Blueface sent her money and acted like he wanted something real. She said he was calling her, reaching out, vibing with her. And when she said this, her voice cracked in that way that doesn't come from anger. It comes from embarrassment, from realizing someone made you feel special long enough to use you, which leads us to the next twist. While Hazel is breaking down online, Blueface is acting like their entire connection was basically a 20-day trial period that he ended because she cared too much about the internet. That's when people started pointing out the pattern. Every time Blueface has a messy moment with one woman, another one magically pops up. But here's the part that hit the hardest. Hazel let her guard down for a Blueface, who turned around and dragged her in front of millions. And you could hear it. She wasn't just mad, she was disappointed. And so the internet started asking the same question. If Hazel really saved him from going back to jail, why did Blueface go online and tear her down like that? Did Blueface target Hazel because she was vulnerable? Or did Hazel accidentally walk into a situation where she was always going to end up humiliated? Whichever answer you pick, it explains exactly why she broke down the way she did.